Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here. I saw this picture of Gigi Hadid and I was just literally so obsessed with it. Like, it's so natural, but there's a slight glam to it at the same time with like the brightness of the inner corner of the eye. So when I saw it I was like, oh, I have to recreate that because it's so simple but yet so effective, and sometimes I feel like that's more effective, if you know what I mean. So if you want to see how I created this look, then please just keep on watching. So for primer, I'm just going to go in with my Badescu Rosewater spray. This is going to give me a little bit more hydration to the skin. And then I'm going to go in with a small amount of the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I'm literally just going to take the smallest amount on my finger and apply it to like the outer half of my face and then slowly blend it in. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealer. I love this. This is in the shade... I have no idea. I'll find out and I'll leave a link down below. But this is like a really nice satin finish. This is what you want for like an everyday natural like glowy skin, is like a satin finish. If you're super oily, you can obviously powder in the places that you get really oily and add some like cream highlight, which will make it a little bit more natural. So I'm literally just gonna apply this to the skin. And to buff that out, I'm going to use my Morphe Y6 foundation brush. And I'm just going to pounce that into the skin. So as you can see, it gives like a really nice satiny finish to the skin. So that is a foundation and concealer mixed, but I am going to be going in with some more concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is in the shade C4. I'm going to press that under my eyes for a little bit of highlight and more coverage. And again, I'm going to buff that out with my Morphe Y6. So now to add a little bit more warmth to the skin, as she is like really sort of like tanned, but like in a nice way, like a sun-kissed sort of tanned. I'm going to go in with my Chanel bronzer. This is a cream bronzer and it's so nice. I'm just going to take that on my MAC 188 brush and I like to swirl it around. And I literally just buff this into the skin. I'm going to run that down the sides of my nose as well, just pinching the brush, just giving a little bit of contour, and I'm going to take that over my lid as well. So to give myself a little bit more coverage under the eyes, because Gigi Hadid is so flawless, I'm going to go in with this Laura Geller Baked Balance Brighten Foundation in the shade Fair. I'm just going to pick up some of that and I'm just going to press that under my eyes. I'm just applying that everywhere where I put the concealer as well, so this is going to help set my foundation so I don't have to be putting too much powder on my face, as I do want this to be like a really nice natural dewy look. So before I contour, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. This is the Rimmel London bronzer in the shade Sun Bronze. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush. This is a Real Techniques blush brush. Big for a blush brush. Anyway, I'm going to pick that up. And everywhere where I put the cream, Chanel cream bronzer, I'm going to apply this as well. So I'm just going to do like a really nice dusting of bronzer. To define my cheekbones just a little bit more, I'm going to go with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm actually just going to grab the same brush and dip into this middle shade. I'm then going to grab a smaller fluffy brush and dip into that middle shade again. And I'm just going to run this along the sides of my nose. I like to take that and blend it right across my lid, just so it's like nice and like blended, so it looks a bit more natural. And I take a bit on the end of my nose just to shorten it a little bit, and then straight across the tip. As this is like a super bronzed look, I'm going to skip blush. That's kind of why I put the bronzer more on the apples of my cheeks, to kind of act like a bronzy sort of blush, if you know what I mean. Moving on to eyes, I'm going to take this Smoky Shader by Zoeva, and I'm going to dip into this white shadow by MAC in the shade Gesso. Gesso, yeah. And I'm going to press that right on the inner half of my eye. Taking it right from the inner corner of the eye and pressing that on the lid. This is such a super easy eye makeup look, or makeup look in general, but I feel like sometimes the less you do, the more effective it is. And I'm just loving this look at the moment, so I had to recreate it. With the edges, I'm literally just using a really, really light hand and just feathering it out. Going back to my fluffy blending brush, I'm going to pick up Raw by MAC, only just a small amount. And I'm just going to slightly blend that into my crease, just to give it a little bit of definition. I'm going to grab a pencil brush and pick up that same shadow and run that along my lower lash line. To brighten up the inner corner of my eye even more, I'm going to go in with my Carli Bybel palette, and I'm going to pick up this frosty white shimmery highlight shade, and I'm going to press that in the inner corner. How pigmented these shadows are, so nice. So I'm going to apply it in the inner corner first, and slightly just on that lower inner half, and then whatever's left I'm just going to blend out. I'm not going to blend it straight right the way across, but I'm just going to take it and blend it slightly. Just gives it that little bit more of a dramatic look. For eyebrows, she has such natural eyebrows, so I'm just going to go with my Legendary Brows by Charlotte Tilbury. This is like a gel, which has like a little bit of tint to it, so all you literally need to do is just comb it in, and it sets them in place but gives you like a little bit of tint, so you don't have to go in with all these like different products if you're not very good at doing your brows. Literally just get this and it does all the work for you. Like, can you see that difference? So easy. As I'm not applying false lashes, I'm just going to define my lash line ever so slightly with a brown eyeliner. This one is called Richie by Morphe. Oh my god. And I'm also I'm going to run this on my upper lower lash line, so really getting close to the lash line. And then when I get to the outer half, I'm just going to press that just ever so slightly onto my lid. And then taking a pencil brush, I'm just going to blend that out. And then for mascara, I'm going to be using the Clinique, what is this called? Clinique High Impact Mascara. Then for highlight, I'm going to go back into my Carli Bybel palette, and I'm actually going to pick up a mixture of this white and this like pinky rosy colour. I'll pop a little bit on my chin as well, just so it looks really like natural. And obviously on my cupid's bow. And down the bridge. Course down the bridge on the end. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be taking these two Morphe lip liners. One is Sweet Tea and the other one is Backseat Love. This one's a little bit more browner and this one's got more of a pinker tone to it. So I'm going to start by lining my lips with the browner tone, which is Sweet Tea. It reminds me of Rimmel Cappuccino, same kind of colour. And then just to soften it slightly, I like to go in with my fingers and just blend it. Just so it softens the edges a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with Backseat Love, which is a bit more of like a pinkier nude. And apply that on my whole lip. And then just to lighten it a little bit, I'm going to take my Morphe liquid lip in the shade Sweets. I just like to blend that in with my finger a little bit. And then for gloss, I'm going to take this Dose of Colours Over the Top gloss. So this is it, this is the final result. I absolutely love it. I think it's perfect, say, if you're going out for dinner and you want to be a little bit more natural but still want a little bit of glamour at the same time. I absolutely love the brightness in the inner corner. It like completely opens up the eye, and yeah, I'm just really pleased with the outcome. So I all hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. I'll leave it linked down below.